Good morning, class. Welcome to the online classes for science of class 8th. This is the revision for the chapter that is chemical effect of current, which you have learned in these previous videos. So here in this chapter, what we have learned that about different effects of the current, that how it being produced, and we are talking specially about the chemical effect, that how the chemical reactions can give the conduction of the current through any materials. Firstly, what we have seen that current is a form of energy that enables us to light up the things, right? So we used to see that different applications of the electric current in our daily life. In that, firstly, we have seen that there are some typical materials which allow the current to flow through it, and some other are there which does not allow the current to flow through it. So the substance which does not allow the current to flow through it are considered as the poor conductor of the electricity, whereas the substance which allows the current to flow through it are considered as a good conductor. That means the poor conductor of electricity was named as insulators, and whereas the good conductors were named as conductors. So these conductors and the good bad conductors of the electricity, that is insulators, are of different materials. If you want to know it with examples, then conductors are considered as a metal. Mostly the metals are the conductors of the electricity because this allows the current to flow through it. I gave you the example, like if you are having the wires at our home, then we have the wire whose insulation wire on the top, right? Blue, green, black wires are there. In that, if we want to trace out that blue or the black different insulator wires, if you take a wire, that blue or the black, the upper part which is made up of plastic, it is a insulator, so that the current cannot come out of the wire. That's why you use it. And if you talk about the inside wire, if you take out the cover, blue or the black colors, then inside it some copper color wire is there. In that copper wire is made up of copper, right? That means it is a kind of metal. So that copper wire is trying to flow the current through it, but that outer part, which is a blue, black or green colors, that plastic cover, is made up of insulator, so that the current cannot come out of the wire, right? So that is one of the bad conductors and the good conductors of the electricity. After that, we have seen the topic that whether the liquid can conduct the electricity or not. So yes, liquid can conduct the electricity, because we know that if the wire or any electric source is kept into water, we know that the current easily flows through the water, right? And if we were even used to say that when our hands are wet or our clothes are wet, we should not touch the electric circuits or any equipments, because the current can pass through that water easily. So that is, water is a good conductor of electricity and it can easily pass the current through it. So for the question that what the liquid can conduct the current or not, then yes, liquid can conduct the current, but not all the liquids. Okay, not all the liquids, because we have already talked in the last class that distilled water, that is a form of water which was made by boiling that water into the highest boiling points, and obtaining that evaporated liquid that condensed out in the plates or the covers on the hot water, it was collected in a beaker, and that water is considered as a distilled water. And distilled water is not a good conductor of electricity, because I already told now that water is a good conductor of electricity, but these distilled water is not a good conductor of electricity. Okay, that will not conduct the electricity, but it will not try to flow the current through it. But the other waters like sea water, river water, or any of the ground waters, like from the well or a hand pump or from any wells, then that condition the water can be conduct the electricity. The reason behind this, that whether this sea waters and rivers can conduct but this distilled water cannot. What is the reason behind that? That I already told, that this distilled water is only made by the evaporation of the normal water, right? So what that means, that if the evaporation of the distilled water makes up the a poor conduction of the electricity, means that does not allow the current to flow through it. But if we talk about the different normal waters like hand pump water or any other water, that means we can conduct the electricity through it, because the distilled water is boiled, so the chemicals or the mineral salt present in the normal water is already got evaporated. So mineral salts or anything should be there in the water to conduct electricity. and the conduction of the electricity can be increased. That means it can be increased, or its conductivity can be given more if and the lemon drops or a salt, if we add some salt or a lemon drop into the water, the conduction get increased. That means they become a good conductor of the electricity. Okay, so when the liquid, if you add this liquid with a salt or some lemon drops, and if you take the tester and connect it to some battery, and we will connect LED to it, then the LED used to glow. That means current flown through that liquid. So from that activity came to know that the salt or the liquid present with a lemon water or lemon drops, then the water get more conduct. Okay, after that we have seen LED. That LED is something that is used to light up, and that been used in the form of an electric bulb. What it have the two lids at the down, you can see in the image also, that red, green, blue, yellow, different LEDs we can take, and that LEDs can glow if are connected to a battery. If you take a smallest battery at your home, you can try it out. Connect the positive terminal and the negative terminal to the LED. And how you will understand this positive and negative, that LEDs have the two leads. These two wires you can see in the down of the LED, that are considered as the leads, and that leads one positive lead and one negative lead. Means how this positive and negative are considered, then one is shorter wire and other one is a longer wire. The longer one is considered as the positive one, and the shorter one is considered as a negative one. So when we connect this to the negative and the positive terminal of the battery, it will get glow. Okay, it glows up by the current. Similarly, what else we have seen, that a current can be given by the heating effect of the current or by a magnetic effect also. This is also given by the activity itself. Like if you take an example of an iron, geyser, electric heaters at our home, then what we used to do, then when we switch on the iron or a geyser, what it happens, that current flows through the circuit and it will make your iron up to heat up, and we can heat up our geyser also, that water can get hot. That means we are using that application, right? So that is one of the part of your effect of the current, that is heating effect. And if you talk about magnetic effect, then take any of the circuit of the current and try to make your compass, that is a magnetic compass. You may know that is a needle which always point out towards the north and the south. It used to get deflects when it comes in the near the magnetic field, okay, when it comes in contact with the magnetic field, but it also shows the deflection when it comes near the electric circuit also. Like current is flowing through any circuit, and if the compass needle is try to brought near that circuit, then the needle can move. That means the current is flowing through the circuit. So that is what the magnetic effect of the current means. They both are interrelated to each other. Similarly, I have told you that when a salt or a lemon drops are mixed with the water, they used to show the more conduction, means they get more conductivity, and they will show you the conduction. Like if we add a salt into a distilled water, it will also become a conducting part of the electricity. But if you talk about the normal distilled water, it will be a bad conductor of electricity, and it is not pure. So that means liquid can also conduct electricity. And after that we came to know that if we take any chemicals mean the mixture of the metals with or a non-metal, but when we take this mixture and we mix it with water, now it's conducting, it's okay, it is conducting now. But if we try to check it out whether this current is checking or not, that means this chemicals, what they used to do, they get make the two rods which are present here in the diagram also. You can say that if we are taking that rods, they also try to conduct the electricity, and they will behave as electrodes, that these two rods are considered as an electrode. If we take a carbon rods, and if we add a salt of liquid, and that if we put the carbon rods with the metal caps, then only it will act as an electrode. One will be positive electrode, other will be negative electrode. So if we add some chemicals and we try to pass the current through it, then we saw that means the British chemist whose name was William Nicholson, he saw or observed that when we add some water and some chemicals into it, then as the electric current passes through that circuit, then there gas is evoluted. You can say that hydrogen gas or something is evoluted by seeing the bubbles, he came to know. And these deposits of the metal on the electrodes also can be seen. So the change of colors is also occurring, means something is occurred during that when the electric current is passed through it. So there this chemical reaction is done. So some new formation will be considered as a chemical change. After that, if we take a tester and adding it to the battery, if we take that tester into an potato also, then also it shows the color change in it, like green or blue it will change. You can see at your home also, but that means it is also conducting. So some vegetables and fruits also conduct an electricity. So this is what the different forms of the electricity. After that, the last topic which we have seen was electroplating. This electroplating means that whenever we try to plate, we try to put a desired covering of a desired material on the required metal, then that covering of the metal through the electric current or passage of electric current is considered as an electroplating. Here in the example you can see that when we take two copper plates and adding some copper sulfate solution in it, what will happen, that copper sulfate solution will come out of the water and will add upon the shields. So this plates become copper. That means plating is being done on the other desired materials of the copper when we are required. So this is what the process which is done through the current of a desired material to be get on the other material is considered as an electric plating. Okay, this is what a kind of electroplating. You may have some different examples of electroplating, like whenever the electric current is passed through any solution, it get dissociated and get a coating on the other material. If you want to see you heard the example, then what we have seen, like what we can see that these current can make up the other metals to be covered out of a desired material, like gold plating has to be done, silver platings are done on our rings and all, platinum platings are done. This is all the kind of an electroplating. So what all things we have learned about the materials: conductor, insulator, what are the different effects of current, how this chemical effects of current, what that means, like when we passage of electric current through any of the liquid, then it will cause some chemical reactions, due to which some changes will be there. It may be of color or maybe smell, anything, or a gas can be evolved over there. So that is what the effects of the chemical effect of the current. Similarly, electroplating, that process of depositing a layer of a desired material on the another material, that too by the means of an electric current, was considered as an electroplating. So this is what the chapter chemical effect of current. So thank you class, you can just see the revision out through the book also.